We are fully confident that we are forming the next government of Goa.
We're all excited and looking forward. Thank you to all the people who have voted and whatever the result may be. Hope it is for the betterment of.
आज 2022 इलेक्शन आसा या इलेक्शनाची स्टार्ट जाली आसा अनेक आमच्या फाटल्यान तुम्ही पळयतात जे लोक इलेक्शना वेगळे आसा त्यांची कशी गर्दी जाल्या दिश पडटा आज जे इलेक्शन जावपाचें आसा हे सायलंट इलेक्शन जावपाचें आसा कित्याक खंयचो मनीस आसा वो आपल्याक वोट मारला म्हणून हे सांगपाक शकना उलयनाय बी आनीक इलेक्शन कळटा की बरे गजा तुका मार येवपाक शकता कित्याक थोडे उलयतात की आमकां हे चेंजीस आतां पळोवच पडटले की कशें करून चेंजीस जाता काय ना म्हणटा कित्याक एवरी टायम आमी म्हणटात की चेंजीस दुसरी जाय पण आज लोक जे वेगळे आसा हे फक्त एक उमेद जी आसा कोण कॅन्डिडेट येतलो हे पळोवपाक हांगा जमले कडेन आसा तातूंत आमी पळोवच पडटले की इलेक्शन कोण जिखता म्हणटा कित्याक आज जायतीशे लीडर आसा जे कॅन्डिडेट आसा ते आज हांगाकडे आसा हितून भितर एक काँग्रेसीची जे कॅन्डिडेट आसा हे आधुनीक कोणाला पावला टीएमसीचे पावले इंडिपेंडंट पावले तर इतले आसून सुद्दां काँग्रेसीचे आजुनी खंय आमकां दिश्टी पडना तर आतां आमकां पळोवच पडटलें की कित करून ते केन्ना येता त्यांची जे पोलिंग एजंट आसात ते हांगा पावले कडेन आसात आतां कावंटींग स्टार्टूय जाले कडेन आसा आतां थोड्या वेळांनी हांगा रिजल्ट डिक्लेअर जातलो गोवा 360 खातीर मडगांवच्यान रमेश नायक रावत
सुप्रभात बरी सकाळ नवी सकाळ येवची अशा खातीर मगो पक्ष तृणमूल ह्या सगळ्यांनी एकत्रीत जावन गोंयांत नविदाद दिवची म्हणून प्रयत्न केला यंग जनरेशन जे फाटी पडत आसा गेली 15 वर्सां ते पळोवन दुख्ख जाता युवा वर्ग युवती हे सगळी फाटी पडीत आशिल्ले आनी त्या खातीरूच ही नवी सकाळ दिवपा खातीर आमी मुखार सरिल्ले मतदारांनी परिवर्तन करचें अशें आमी मागिल्लें मतदारांनी परिवर्तन केलां की ना हें तुमकां 12 पर्यंत कळून येतलें हांव इतलेंच सांगता मगो पक्ष स्थापन करता आसतना गरीब जनतेक आधार दिवपा खातीर शेतकऱ्यांक आधार दिवपा खातीर स्थापन करता आनी आज काही प्रमाणात बरे दीस मगो पक्षाक आयिल्ले आसा ज्यो गोष्टी आमी प्रचार सभेत सांगल्या त्यो सगळ्यो पर्सनली इम्प्लिमेंट करपा खातीर म्हजो प्रयत्न आसतलो 100% हांव थंपिंग मेजॉरिटीन ह्या फावटी निवडून येतलो प्रत्येक फावटी मडकय मतदारसंघात म्हज्या मतदारांनी म्हाका भरपूर मतां दिल्या त्या बद्दल दुमत ना ह्याही फावटी तांचे पर्यंत पावनासतना सबंद कार्यकर्ते सरपंच पंच स्पेशली बाब मितील ढवळीकर आनी ताचे बरोबरचे सगळे यंग जनरेशन मुखार सरून म्हजो प्रचार केला आनी त्या खातीर हायस्ट मार्जीन परत एकदां म्हाका मेळटलें अशें म्हाका दिसता हांवें इतलेंच सांगलां की आमी परिवर्तनाची निवडणूक लडिल्ली आसा आनी परिवर्तनाचे जर लोकांनी मतदारांनी जर परिवर्तन केलां आसत आमकां 9 सीट मेळटले
जर तुमकां परिवर्तन जालें तुमचें आनी तुमी फाटल्यान सुरी मारल्या मनशा तुमी सपोर्ट करतले काय कितें त्याक ऑलरेडी तुमकां 2-3 फावट अशेंच जाला की फाटल्यान सुरी घाली तर तुमी तांकां सपोर्ट करतात
आमची 3-3:30 मिटींग आसा आमी आनी टीएमसी बसून ह्यो गोष्टी फायनल करतले काल म्हजो प्रुडंटाचेर इंटरव्यू जाला तातूंत हांवें स्पश्ट सांगलां की टीएमसी आणि आम्ही एकठांय जावन जे डिसिजन घेतले ते दोन्ही पक्षात बंधनकारक
इलेक्शन लढला म्हणून पूण हे फावटी बीजेपी
मॅन्डेट जर गव्हर्नमेंटाक आमकां जर सारकें मेळत आसत जाल्यार ह्यो गोष्टी तुमी सांगल्या त्यो इजिली जाता आनी परिवर्तन करून आमकां जर मॅन्डेट दिला जाल्यार
आयज कावंटींग आसा डे आनी कितें पळयता कितें सांगपाक जाय तुमकां
स्मायल पयल्यार उपरांत कळटा आसतलें तुका रिजल्ट आसा ते ऑलरेडी. इट इज जस्ट 5 वर्सांची मेहनत आयज ओपन जावपाची आसा. थँक्यू.
कितलो कॉन्फिडंट आयच्या दिसा आयज मेजर रिजल्ट आहे तुमचो.
देव कोती वाट तितले हांगा आतां. थँक्यू सो मच.
मिनिस्टर एक्सपेक्टेड उरतालो तुमी निवडून येले जाल्यार
ते मागीर पार्टी डिसायड करता. हायकमांड हायकमांड
कितले मार्जिन दिसता तुमकां. कितले मार्जिन आहे
म्हजें 1.5 ते 2,000
मार्जिन.
सर किती दिवसात डेव्हलपमेंट म्हणटा किती डेव्हलपमेंट कमी आसता तर.
चोय आमगे कुंकळ्या फायर स्टेशन आसा तें हांवें केलां. जायतें डेव्हलपमेंट आमगे पारोडा आसा अंडरपास चांदोर तें हांवें करून दाखयलां बीजेपी वचोन. नाजाल्यार आमचें कांय काम जायना. आतां लोकां डिसिजन वेदर एक्सेप्ट करपाचें ना करपाचें तें लोकां हातीन आसा. ते लोक म्हाका दाखयतालो. म्हाका फूल फेथ आसा कुंकळकारांच्या लोकांचेर. म्हाका परत एक फावटी आमदार करता.
ऑल द बेस्ट.
थँक्यू.
The details with me are two of my good friends, ADRs Bhaskar Asodlekar. Bhaskar, welcome. And our cephalogist and survey partner, Viraj Naik. Viraj, welcome. Now, Viraj and us, we've been continuously working on it. We've been doing exit polls, we've been doing surveys, we've been doing a lot of things with the channel. And Bhaskar and 365 have had a long relationship period of time. So before we get into the before we get into actual what do you say, discussions on what exactly is happening, I would like to see if we can update a little bit of Goa. You've been seeing the figures on the screen, but surprisingly, so early in the day, and the BJP is leading in around 17 seats, 16 to 17 seats in Goa. Congress is around 6 to 7 seats. And AAP is, I think, a couple, and I don't know, I'm not sure. MGP is around 3 or 4. The actual figures will be flashing on this. Now, AAP is leading in Punjab, pretty, like quite a bit, and BJP is leading in UP. Now, surprisingly, I don't know whether it's surprising or no, but because Uttarakhand was supposed to be a very close sort of a call, but it seems to be the BJP seems to be leading there. So, I would like to bring it to you, Viraj, first. Now, these are early days, no doubt, but BJP is such a big lead in Goa so early in the day. What do you feel? You think it will turn as time goes by?
It is too early, so it's just one round and 5-6 booths out of around 35 to 40 average booths in a constituency.
Okay.
Still very early days, but yes, 16-17 for the BJP in the first round is definitely surprising, going by all the exit polls and the prediction that Congress and BJP will be neck to neck, because if this trend remains, then they are likely to get more seats. But still very early and the leads are slim, so another 2-3 rounds and then we should get some clear picture, because by that time some constituencies where candidates win by a huge margin will be clear if you go by the leads.
Okay, just let me just interrupt you on this. I'm giving you the updated list, exact updated list, and Bhaskar, I'll come back to you later. BJP is leading in 21, Congress in 10, AAP in 1, MGP 4. In Manipur, BJP 23, Congress 11, others 7, total 41. This is out of a total of 21 seats in Goa. Now Punjab, BJP plus 5, that means I think BJP and Amrinder Singh, Captain Amrinder Singh. Congress 14, AAP 85, Akali 10. Counting is going on 108. These are the trends in 108 seats. Uttar Pradesh BJP plus is 226. No, I'm mistaken. Just a second. I seem to have lost. Yeah, Congress 226. BJP 226. BJP plus 226. Congress 5. SP 92. BSP 7. Others 3. Uttarakhand is where I know I was a little. Uttarakhand BJP 41. Congress 19. AAP 1. Others 2. Out of 2. Bhaskar, what do you see now in this?
Glenn, I'm honestly not surprised at the kind of results that we have been seeing, although they are too early in the day to talk about the final this thing. See, even Goa, for that matter, I'm not surprised, but I'm still not very sure. Of course, it will not matter in the long run if we are talking about the leads in 20. As Viraj has rightly pointed out, this is too early because they must have just counted some few booths out of about 34 to 40 booths in every constituency.
I think about 2 booths, 2-3 booths.
So
5-6.
But still, it can be a good trend to really go by.
Bhaskar, but before it's 11 booths, 11 rounds only.
Yeah.
It's not. Like too many. They're around half because our constituencies are.
Yeah, but there would always be certain locations which are predominantly in favor of particular party, Vado as we call it, and that could tilt, but not very in a big way. But even if it comes to a clear majority for BJP in Goa, I personally would not be surprised, and this is what I have been talking about all along.
We would be surprised.
No, and I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the reason why I'm saying this.
Okay, please.
It is just not merely because I have looked at the elections very closely by virtue of being from ADR. My major reason is we have to go back to 2017, and I'll just trespass into Viraj's area. In 2017, if we remember, although BJP got only 13 seats or something vis-a-vis Congress 17, we cannot forget that BJP had 4.5% more votes than Congress. The highest percentage difference, and this is what I want everyone to understand, highest percentage difference across all the assembly elections in Goa. It has never ever happened, even during 2012, when BJP got 21 clean seats and Parrikar became the chief minister, and everyone said, wow. But the percentage difference at that point in time was 3.5% vis-a-vis 4.3% difference in 2017. Now, even if we presume that because of anti-incumbency wave or whatever that we call, if BJP loses the votes, still Congress had to bear with AAP and TMC, especially in Salsette, and Congress must have substantially lost their votes to TMC and AAP is my way of looking at it, and hence it is a reflection which we see now in the early part of the counting in Goa. So I am honestly not surprised. And I had talked about this to my personal friends and groups and all, and they were surprised at my contention. But that's what I stand by this.
Viraj?
No,
Oscar Bob has gone out literally on a limb.
What I always believe as far as Goa is concerned is vote share is not that important compared to how the seats pan out. So vote share doesn't give you an idea of how many seats the party will get, because if you look at Salsette, Congress is very strong there and BJP is almost non-existent. Similarly, if you look at the interior areas, BJP is pretty strong and the margins are also huge. So there is a good amount of tilt which happens because of these two factors, and overall percentage doesn't give you that many seats. Even if you look at AAP, they got a decent vote share last time around but couldn't get any seats. Even MGP with contesting on very few seats got a decent amount of vote share. So since Goa is a small state and because of this demographic limitations, vote share and seat prediction doesn't go hand in hand usually, unlike the other bigger states. This is what I believe.
Okay, now our reporter from Margao is I think we are trying to get him. So could we see if we can get him? Yes, no, yes, we are live. Yeah. So these are. Yeah, okay. This we've been some visuals from Margao. We will be going shortly to Salsette first, since we are all talking about Salsette. Viraj, please, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so that's how
I am very interested on that one specific point. Normally vote share translates to seat share, but last time it didn't. So this time, what do you feel?
it could be, it could not be, but most of the times it doesn't correspond as far as Goa is concerned.
Does it?
And like Bhaskar Bab said, last time was even bigger exception, wherein the party which got 4 seats less got 4-5% more vote share. So we could see similar thing this time around as well, especially with a lot of parties which have come in. They might not get seats, but decent amount of vote share will go to them, and that could disturb the voting percentage of BJP and the Congress.
See, when we talk about Congress and BJP, especially in Goa, I have a little reservation, because see, if you look at what is this fight all about, and pardon my talking a little bluntly, although I am from ADR, so I have to limit my this thing. But still,
right now, let you talk.
Yeah, I'll talk as a Goenka. I'll talk as a Goenka. Now, see, the thing is simple for me. If you really look at over the last 10 years or 15 years of elections, see, you look at both the parties, BJP as well as Congress candidates per se. To me, it is congressman in Congress attire or Congress dress versus congressman in BJP dress. In today's situation, except for the two leaders who have RSS background and BJP leaning, and both the leaders are leading the two different parties. One is Dr. Pramod Sawant and the other is, of course, Digambar Kamath. Both had RSS background and BJP to start with. Digambar also won 3 or 4 elections starting from 1994 on BJP card. So I think it is the same crowd basically moving from one party to another, and that's how this kind of thing is happening, because they are a group of about 40-45 very strong candidates which have their own identity and their own vote bank, where the party consideration or party tag, of course party tag would always help, but not to the extent that it would make a major difference to the outcome of that result. And hence, since you have quite a few of them from Congress who were clear victors last time, were in BJP this time, so their seats, at least most of them, are assured. plus some soft soft corner for the central leadership in Delhi, which might have sort of brought in this kind of results if they happen to. That's my reading of the whole thing.
Yeah, that is quite possible. Now,
Because when it comes to central leadership, you can see a distinct difference, unfortunately, between one party versus the other at the center. So there is nothing much to choose, honestly, at the two parties in Goa, by and large, in terms of their ideology or whatever, because they are the same people, only changing the colors. It is the central leadership which is making a huge difference, according to me.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, now again, the leads are not changing. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about UP. Sorry for shifting thing to UP. Now, if just the figures are there in front of us. Now, UP BJP is leading in 249 out of 378. SP 109. SP has got a lead of I mean, it's gone up from last time. At this present are at 64 seats. Okay, now BJP is 249. Also, another thing, BJP in a way has come down.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the Congress. Despite the, despite the lot of effort being put in by Priyanka Gandhi and the others, doesn't seem to have done too much for the Congress. Though it is, last time it's probably doing a little better, one seat or something else. Also, another update I would like to give is that the Congress has sought an appointment with the governor. So I don't know if they will be, what is the plan, but they want to meet the governor by around 3 o'clock or so. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
but
another big news is AAP is like it's really doing well in Punjab. So early days, as they say, but still. What I want to talk about is Congress in UP.
yeah.
Bhaskar Babu. And I know, Viraj, you've not
Con-
done any service
Congress
in
in-
probably next time.
Congress in UP.
See the effort that the leaders, I don't know if how much of a party machinery they have on the ground, but the leaders, the big leaders, if they had put in probably that effort in Goa, Congress today would have probably got around 36 years. Who knows? I'm
Think-
just saying.
No, I'll tell you
I'm just
what.
saying, I may be
Things are a little different in UP vis-a-vis what it is in Goa. The abject
Obviously.
poverty, not empowering women, etc., have been big issues earlier. Criminality was another thing. Now, what has happened over a period of time is there's a high element of development in UP. We can't forget it. In addition to all the political things which are being played about, what has really changed is getting water, drinking water, getting toilets.
Okay.
Remember, in the very first year of Prime Minister Modi, he talked from the Red Fort that he is going to provide 1 million toilets in 1 year to UP alone.
Okay.
And he sort of, that commitment was honored.
Okay.
Now imagine the kind of, sacrifice the ladies had to make in good old days in UP. It was not easy.
I like
Toilets.
the word Bhaskar Babu, sacrifice.
Yeah. I mean, it was so very difficult. You can imagine
Yes.
going out in public places. I mean, just in open for the morning duty, coupled with the fact that power supply, electricity to every house, water supply to every house. You get water in public taps also. So these are the kind of things which have happened in UP over the last 5-6 years.
Okay.
Criminality has come down substantially. Almost about 25,000 crores have been brought back from the criminals.
Okay.
Almost about 800 criminals have been arrested and behind bars. Some of them dreaded, criminals. So that's the kind of thing which people also appreciate at that lower level. So what we see and what we perceive is essentially in social network or in the TV. But at the ground, realities are so very different. And it is the development part which has helped them to still maintain, although the fact is they will be down from, last time I think they had 325 seats.
Last time they were like, they had gone.
No, 325 to be precise, out of 403 is what I feel.
321?
Yeah,
301. 320. Okay.
Yeah. So from there, if they come down, it's a substantial fall, no doubt. And most of them will go to SP because SP, by and large, is a Yadav kind of party. Yadav strong, Bahubali strong kind of party, and there is a large chunk of those people who feel they have been deprived of their rights which they had during Achilles' term.
Rights or privileges?
Yeah, that's what you call. Yeah, they felt away their rights to do that. So BSP and Congress have both lost substantially. BSP is almost gone case, and so also is Congress. Congress is almost getting wiped off entire UP. And it all started ever since Smriti Irani, started challenging Rahul Gandhi in Amethi.
I don't know. I think it was much before that. But anyway. Fair enough. But it looks like now the BJP, according to these trends, BJP is like getting a majority in UP, of course. But in Uttarakhand and even in Goa.
And Manipur also.
And Manipur, yeah, I think the figure there.
Manipur also.
Yes. Okay. So this means that is it doing better than expected, Obes, or is it around expected lines? First Bhaskar Bab and then...
For me, it is totally on expected lines.
Okay.
And you did mention earlier that Congress has sought an appointment with the governor of Goa at 3 p.m. I think perhaps they had done it before the counting started. That's my sincere belief. No, I'm not criticizing that.
It's 7:30.
I am not criticizing that decision, but perhaps they have taken that decision to prevent the kind of things which happened last time around in 2017, and that must have really sort of hurting them even today.
Yeah, we are talking to we are talking to Nina.
आत्ताची जी गोष्ट आहे तो नसताना आम्हाला जो उमेदवार हवा होता त्याच्यासाठी आम्ही लढलो. त्याच्यामध्ये हार काय जी असेल ती आमची असेल आणि आम्ही त्याच्यासाठी मानाने उभं राहणार. आमच्या स्वाभिमानाला आमच्या अजिबात हे होणार नाही.
बीजेपीचा स्वाभिमान कुठे गेला?
बीजेपीचा स्वाभिमान बीजेपीकडे. तो बीजेपीकडे.
जो बीजेपीकडे आहे उरलेला आहे त्यांचा स्वाभिमान काय
कोणाचा?
बीजेपीचा.
त्यांनी ठरवायचं ते. आम्ही कसं ठरवू? मी माझ्याबद्दल बोलू शकतो, माझ्या कार्यकर्त्यांबद्दल बोलू शकतो. दुसऱ्यांनी काय करायचं हे मी ठरवू शकत नाही.
ओके सर, ओव्हरऑल काय सिनारिओ बघतात? कोण येणार? बीजेपी येणार काय काँग्रेस येणार?
आता टाइम विल डिसाईड, कारण आता फक्त 2 तासांचा काय जो फरक आहे त्याच्यामध्ये कळेल की कोण येणार आणि कोण येणार. त्याच्यावरती आत्ता प्रेडिक्शन करणं, जर आधी 4 दिवस विचारलं असतं तर ते प्रेडिक्शन वेगळं असलं असतं आणि आज वेगळं.
Utpal supporters who was once upon a time very close to Manohar Parrikar. Okay.
लवंदे बाब सांगा तुमचं प्रेडिक्शन कितें आसा? एंटायर गोंया भितर कोण येतली?
गोंयान हांगा असेंब्ली कशें दिसता, पूण काँग्रेस शूड टेक अ लीड बाय सम 3 to 4 votes.
वाय यू थिंक सो?
कित्याक की सगळ्या लोकांक दिसता बीजेपी येवची कशी, पूण बीजेपी कडेन बरे लिडर ना आनी 10 वर्सां आयिल्ल्या कारणान स्लायट एंटी इनकम्बन्सी फॅक्टर आसा.
हय, जाल्यार इतलोच फॅक्टर आसा की बीजेपी ते कितें म्हणटा की आमी डबल इंजीन
आसा. मोदी बरोबर चडशे लोक आसा कशें दिसता, पुणून फाटली जी 10 वर्सां स्पेशली जी 2.5 वर्सां जशे तरेन गव्हर्मेंटान हँडल केला, जे बीजेपीन जे इम्पोर्ट केल्ले आसा काँग्रेसीचे लोक, तर तातूंत लोकांक बीजेपी आनी काँग्रेसा बद्दल कांय फरक दिसना. ताका लागून बीजेपीक वचच्या परस लोक दिसता की काँग्रेसीक वतले ह्या फावटी, कित्याक अर्दे बीजेपीन बाकीचे लिडर्स आयले, बाकीच्या पार्टीचे लिडर्स. आतां जी बीजेपी भितर डिफरंट पार्टी आशिल्ली ती लोकांक दिसता काय डिफरन्स ना. सो दे वील सिलेक्ट द कॅन्डिडेट, दे वील गो ऑन द कॅन्डिडेट कॅरेक्टराचेर वतले रेदर दॅन पार्टी. इफ यू कन्सिडर दॅट देन काँग्रेस शूड टेक अ लीड.
Okay. Also, in talking about going back to Punjab, I feel the Navjot Singh Sidhu seems to be trailing. So is Badal. I don't know. The AAP CM candidate Bhagwant Mann seems to be leading in Punjab, in his constituency. Okay, back to Goa. As you were saying that you were talking about Goa and the early leads. I'm not very sure where exactly these leads are coming from, which constituency. So if you could get some details on that, then possibly we could know what could be the what's going to happen in the next phase. But I think the first would be the first North Goa. If you go according to the chart, Aldona.
NDTV has something very surprising
What is that?
on Goa.
What is it? UP, Pune, Goa. What surprising?
Still, it is 37. It's not total.
37?
20, 13, and 4.
Yeah.
So leads of another 3 are still remaining to come in Goa.
Okay. Yeah, but Goa again, yeah, it's we are getting around 21 seats, so I don't know how far that is. Okay, let's see if we can get some more details on who's leading and who is. Okay. See, I've got a few details. I don't know how far.
I'll just come in. So, as per the latest trends, we have few constituencies which are clear. So, Divya Rane has already secured 10,000 votes in Porien. So, and her nearest competitor is way down. So, this was one of the sure constituencies, and I think it is going the same way. Similarly, Valpoi, Vishwajit Rane has already got 8,500 votes, and in second place is RG Supremo Manoj Parab at 2,500. So that's a big enough lead, and I think probably it will remain that way. Surprisingly, in Kapain, where it was supposed to be a close fight, Babu Kavlekar is trailing by almost 2,000 plus votes. Elton has already got 4,800 votes, and Babu is around mid 2,000. So that's not a very good sign for the Deputy Chief Minister. Similarly, Margao, which is again a strong hold of Congress and the opposition leader Digambar Kamath, he is leading by a huge margin, so that should go his way. So these 4 constituencies, I think clarity is coming in these 4. We can definitely call Valpoi and Porien to be slightly on the safer side and going the way it was intended to. As far as the other constituencies are concerned, Mandre is turning out to be a 3-way fight. Lakshmikant Parsekar has also joined in the race. He is not like he is completely out of it. Again, Navelim is turning out to be a 3-way, 4-way fight. Santandre is a surprise. BJP's Francisco Silveira is leading. In second place, surprisingly, there is RG's Viresh Borkar, but still very early
I don't know
days.
if it's surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising for TV and this.
But
There are 2 more, right? Jagdish Kobe and Anthony Fernandez.
TMC and Congress. Yeah.
So they are not getting that many votes as of now till these rounds of counting.
Yeah.
Sangay, we have Savitri Kavlekar leading. Surprisingly, Prasad Gaonkar has gone down. So it is looking like a straight fight between Savitri Kavlekar and BJP's Subhash Phaldesai. Again, still just 1 or 2 rounds of counting and lots to go, but these are some early trends that are happening. Talegaon and Panjim is very close between.
But Babush
has a slight lead, but
Michael Lobo, Babush and Carlos Ferreira have slight leads.
Yeah.
And Joshua Naresh Sawal also seems to be quite
Naresh Sawal again seems to be comfortable.
And Mae also Premendra Sheth seems to be he's leading over
How about
Santosh
Joshua?
Sawant.